Okay, so today I want to share with you, instead of telling you what to do, might as well show you how I've been always using ChatGPT to kind of do the work that I just don't want to do. And one of which, when I get started, when it comes to like branding yourself, is what makes you stand out and what is the framework behind it. So this was taught to me by one of the podcasts I watched with Daniel Presley. And he talks about, describing yourself with your name, okay, same, right, which is how people would categorize you. And then you will have name, same, and then your uniqueness, like what makes you stand out, right? Your aim, which is what is your short-term goal, like in months, and what is your game in like years, okay? So what I'm going to do, and it's always how I've been doing it, is to leverage on ChatGPT's voice feature. And I'm on a pro plan, so I really encourage you to really invest in yourself for just $30 a month. And you can do magical things. And it has saved me so much time. So I'm going to start off, by sharing that, hey, help me, design my who am I piece with my name, same, which is basically how people would categorize me, like general people would categorize me. What is the game I'm playing? Okay, the aim, sorry, aim. So it's like my 6 months, and then my game for my long term, like in years. And the third one just now I was missing out was uniqueness, right? So what makes me stand out from everyone else doing the same thing? Okay, so my name is Riley, and basically what I'm doing is basically I'm decentralizing the industry, the skills future industry. What's unique about me is that for me, I've been in the training business since as early as 2015, but as I was first recognized by the Singapore Books of Record from the youngest mobile trainer. Some people might know me as the Lobang Queen. Some people call me life coach. So help me kind of figure out how do I brand myself based on what I'm going to share with my aim and with my game, right? So what I'm trying to do in the next 6 months or so is decentralizing the skills future framework by providing the opportunities and the control over to trainers who really want to build the training business as their own, to quite on their own, despite or instead of like relying on businesses to give them gig opportunities or like pay them by the hour, and they're in no way in control of like their finances, right? And in the next couple of years, as I'm expanding to Malaysia with my new company and my new certification, my goal is to kind of like not only decentralize it, but provide a platform or a community to kind of allow people to kind of network with one another and to really exchange different opportunities. Maybe let's say I want to add things like it can be really anything under the sun. The fact is that so long as you can articulate out, let ChatGPT do the job, right? So what else? Let me think. So okay, let's just use that for example, okay? Yeah, I just click this. So one of the very best thing is that, ChatGPT will transcribe mostly about 90 to 99% of the time. It's kind of where I'm going. And it kind of gives me this like, transcript, right? And I just click submit and ChatGPT will do its thing. And so with this piece, right, it also not only allows you to get clear on what you're trying to promote, but it also is a very good pitching template. When you talk to people, you get certain ideas, okay? Okay, A, my goal, okay, da 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 da. Oh yes, one more thing. I think okay. So as I'm reading, right, I also get prompted different ideas. Trainers would build trainers. I built this. Da, da, da. Okay, so this is where I can start to add a bit more details, right? Okay, so one of the things I want to kind of add is that my mission is to close the 1% gap. And I think what the 1% gap is that not many people are aware of is the fact that, a lot of times it's not the first 99%, that people struggle to do. It's closing that 1% gap in getting what they really want, the breakthrough, the financial breakthrough, that just huge break. And so that's one of the missions that I really want to solve. And again, at least for me, my core values or the gap I'm trying to close is that, this world is abundant. And the idea is very simple. The mindset is very simple, is that if you can niche down, right? If you can niche down and, identify what kind of gap you are closing, right? Then there's really no competition at all. The only competition you have with yourself is yourself. You know what I mean? So I just want to add that into this. So just to maybe add on, is that the gap I'm trying to close, or at least the story behind, is that for me, learning from different teachers, mentors, business related programs and stuff over the last decade or so, learning from some of the world's best like Blair Singer, Larry Gilman, Adrian Wee, Quantum Leap, T.F. Ecker, Tony Robbins. Like I've learned from all these different people, but I just realized like I'm so stuck. I just can't get out of that 1%. I just can't get out of it. I don't know why, as of this stage of my life, since like 16, 17, when I first started attending this program, why am I not having the income or the finances that my friends have? Like what am I doing wrong? At least that's what I thought. And then I realized in each of these programs, there are certain gaps because this program kind of gets you like quantum leaped into different mindset shifts and a different network, etc., etc. But no one really talks to you how to actually build the business. What are the tools? What are the drivers? What are the opportunities? And so that is really the story behind like Trainers Unite. And I really want to share this as my template here. So as you see, I'm just adding and adding more stuff, okay? And it can be very natural. It can be like a lot of ums and ums. And I really want to show you like what it really takes like behind the scenes with like really no editing at all, because this is reality. This is really what really goes on behind the scenes. Okay, so Lobang Queen. Okay, mission. Okay, da 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 da. So not so bad. So with this little copy, as this is like processing, right, you are able to not only give yourself a very good picture, clarity as to what you want to do, what you try to do, but at the same time, it gives you this like documentation that you can just pass on to different people, especially when you're trying to pitch for funding, for partnership, for joint ventures. This is really, really good. So as you can see on my screen, yeah, everything I'm saying is just really here. And so ChatGPT also gives you like, different variations in terms of like, do you want to do this? Do you want to build a story? Do you want to build a story bank? That's something that we cover as well in our tiny challenges. So it's like, wow, all these different parts are parts that I wish I could have done this earlier to share, because this is something that you really have to do if you're not doing this. And I've used ChatGPT for so many other reasons, such as like, for writing coursework proposals, writing programs, writing scripts, writing like everything that, anything that doesn't, that uses your brain, you can kind of dedicate it out to ChatGPT, so long as you can understand the process behind it, the science, the psychology, as well as the copywriting. Like when you read, does it sound natural or not? This really does take some skill, and something ChatGPT still hasn't really mastered yet, unless you train it really well. And that's for another topic, what we call AI agents, right? And really, I hope this video has been quite insightful for you, because I have not seen anyone, kind of talking about this and showing you really what goes on behind the scenes. Okay, so with that said, I would love to hear your comments, like and feedback as to what are some of the use cases that you're kind of struggling right now and in your workplace, on your business, and let me show you how it's really done. And really no one talks about this. I teach this in one of my signature program known as Agentpreneurship. I'm very proud to say that I'm a proud trademark owner of that terminology. So if anyone use it, it came from me. Okay. So oh yes, and I didn't forget that we also have WSQ funding. So basically skills future, right? If you have like the credits you want to come and learn from me, you can use your credits if you still have the $500 or $1,000 to come for our 2 days masterclass when I talk all about AI and what are the tools that you can use for your business needs. So I hope you enjoy it. I'd love to hear more of some of the case studies that you've used AI for or looking for. And yeah, it really, really encourages me to do more such videos.